Trap Media USA. Make sure you like, share, subscribe on your way in. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. We up on the late night cooking right now, and we're getting into the NBA and the NFL, along with hockey. These are just the two major sports that I pay attention to. So there has been a uptick, allegedly, in outbreaks and players being set out because of these outbreaks. They're catching the virus. They're saying it's a new strain, new variant, all this, all that. We've seen a lot of politicians catching it all recently. It just seemed to be a huge wave since all of this has come around. There's been a lot of fear porn being pushed from big heads and government about it. That I think recently Fauci had just said don't invite family that hasn't got the jab to your house during Christmas. There's a lot of this talk being pushed. And for me, I just wonder sometimes, like, could this just be a commercial of sorts to kind of scare people into going to, get. I'm being careful with how I say something. And going to get the jab, forget it. And going to get the jab, can would this be a situation which you see in all your major athletes, from football to basketball to politicians, getting this all at one time? Because there hasn't been. I was looking at the rates. It was a lot more people getting the first shot, and then it was going down for the second, third, and I think now it might be a fourth coming, or if it's not all the way here. So maybe is this to the commercial to encourage you seeing all of these major athletes getting it, to encourage people to go do that thing. And then a lot of people that I said that to, they're like, man, well, why would they do that? Because most of these leagues, most of the players already have the shot, already have the jab. So my thing to that would be, your casual just sees the headline, and when they see constantly like, dang man, this player ain't playing now. The Nets only down to 8 players. Kevin Durant out. Remember, LeBron had it, and then it was a false positive, and LeBron had to go see his own. That's really what make it a little bit odd to me, because then it was a few false positives and stuff like that, and I'm just saying they're going to go to, if you said something like that, where most of the players are already had a jab. Why should we? Wouldn't that show ineffectiveness? No, because their argument has never been that you wasn't going to get it. It was just that you're going to survive and stay strong through it, and have a better probability in pushing through it better than somebody who wasn't. So they could always say that. Like, you see how quickly these players recovered, or most of them didn't even know, because that's how effective the jab was. So that would be their take. But for me, I just see it as a commercial. And if you really feel like that, then just let these players play. If you feel it's so effective and everything, a majority of them already have the jab, then just let them play. Everybody's jab. So the outbreak isn't, it's not stopping it. So just let it circulate, build the immunity. It is what it is. It's not like players weren't playing with codes and stuff like that. So if you're saying essentially that's what it becomes because you have the jab, I don't see the deal with not allowing these players to play. I see right now we're seeing in my opinion, this is only opinion, this is not facts, that possibly I would ask the question, could this just be, a major putting it on the big screen? And when a lot of people see, like, oh man, this coach got it, this athlete, NFL, NBA, is just politics. It's just crossing barriers. If you were doubting getting it maybe this season, and seeing all of this going on at one time is overwhelming you. It's a flood every day, from Twitter till you turn on the news till you turn on ESPN, and maybe you just might wake up one day like, man, you know what? Maybe I need to go get, who knows? But we understand and respect the houses and platforms that we on. Just asking a question. I'm not saying I know anything. I wish the best for all of the players and everybody that's going through this. Only thing that I ask for is just a choice, just a choice. And I'm happy to see that Kyrie Irving, he's in protocol right now, but that he will be able to come back. That's a big step in the right direction, and that's a win. He stood on what he stood on, and now he's reaping some rewards for standing on business. So I respect that. Trap Media USA, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Is this a big commercial or is this legit? Whatever you think. Again, I respect your opinion. I'm just saying, maybe, maybe not. Who knows?